Hi everybody, welcome back to Bethesda Unpatched. This is episode number 9. I am Joe the Wigit. I am suffering from a voice loss that happened 2 nights ago, and last night I couldn't talk at all, so I was really scared I wouldn't be able to record today. And then my poor co-host and partner in crime over here, yeah, I said it again, the space trucker extraordinaire Extreme Kilo.
That's me. Yeah.
I thought you were going to have to carry this episode completely, man.
Well, I mean, you know, I have broad shoulders. You can handle it.
So my voice sounds a little bit off today. It's because I'm still recovering. I drank a lot of hot tea with honey and lemon, and so we'll see how I get through it.
Yeah.
Gonna have to, mute myself periodically and clear my throat. We're gonna get there. I actually got some good game time in this week. Mm-hmm. And it's like you did too. We got a lot in the news. And before we get into that, though, I wanted to again thank Kingman Fan for being on King
Fan Man,
King Fan Man for being on the show last week. That was great. Yep. I actually hopped into his live stream with him and his wife, a few days after, a few days after that, and said hi really quick. And they were all excited and were thanking us for being on the show. It was great having him. So we'll have him on again. Yeah. Well, we might have to invite his missus though.
Yeah, she's a character. Yep.
She was like, "Am I going to be on?" And King was over there just doing that kind of thing. And
he got caught for breaking Walter too.
Uh-oh.
I went back and watched the stream after the fact, and he was like, "King broke Walter." Give me a screwdriver. They're quite a pair.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll see what we get for our guests next week. But this week is just us. Our Discord is open. If anyone pops in to join us, they're welcome to do so and talk on the air. So if you want to ever come on the show, watch us record live, or even join the show on the air every other episode, you can do so. We open it up to the public.
Yeah, we always post on all of our socials too, the days that we're doing this. So follow us on our socials, Linktr.ee, wyrdkhaosmedia, and you'll get word when we're getting ready to do this and have some of our listeners with us, which is always fun.
Join the fun. It is. It's great when our listeners come in and join us. But apparently we record at a bad time for most people.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I got a little bit of housekeeping real quick. It's not in our notes, but I got to say this because, because one of my favorite NPCs in Starfield is Ezekiel, and Ezekiel is played by Matthew Mercer, and Matthew Mercer runs a show called Critical Role.
Yeah.
A big congratulations to him for taking a break. Season 4 coming up. Brendan Lee Mulligan. As the DM, I am super freaking pumped about that. I'm sorry. I know it's a stretch, just because he played Ezekiel, but I had to put it in there. I was really geeked when I found out about that.
No worries. We're all nerds here.
Dude, I'm so
saw the announcement for that.
Brendan Lee Mulligan is the mad scientist of DMing, and honestly, I couldn't imagine anybody better to take the reins from Matt for a little bit so he can play the game. So that's really cool.
So Matt's going to be an actual player this time, huh?
Matt's going to be a player. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's done it before for one-shots and stuff, and he's a lot of fun as a player. And he's played actually as a player at Brennan's table as well for Critical Role in Dimension 20. I'm an uber nerd about this stuff. But I'm just a really big fan. It's like my two favorite celebrity DMs right there. So I was pretty jazzed about that.
We need to try to get a hold of Matt and be like, hey, come on our show. Just talk to us for a little bit.
Oh, shit. Don't even play. All right. I'm going to listen. If that happens, you're in that area. So if that happens, all right, you have to get him in the house to record. If you're going to get him into the house to record, then I'm going to have to send you my copy of Exandria.
And have him sign it.
Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, so that you can have him sign it for me. Because, all right, I'm done being a fangirl.
It's all good.
What about some Bethesda stuff? Do you want to start with? I thought maybe we start with playthroughs and then do the news after, since that's kind of our main topic is in the news tonight.
Trying to take over my show. I'm just kidding.
Well, I have to take the opportunity while you can't talk properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no problem with that at all. It is QuakeCon
Well, we can start
weekend,
with
though.
you. It is QuakeCon currently. It started yesterday. It's going until Sunday. Yesterday we record on Thursdays, so Wednesday it started. It's going through Sunday. So we do have a day's worth of news regarding QuakeCon. Of course, probably going to be more, and we'll see how it goes. If anything, really phenomenal comes out over this weekend, of course, we have been known in the past to do a 0.5 episode. So we'll see. We'll see what develops.
QuakeCon, they have been known to release information and news during that, but it's normally
Yeah.
mild and not very often.
Or
And
it's like related to like today, it's a lot of Doom stuff, Doom related.
Oh, yeah.
News, Eternal, and what was it, Doom 2, and there's a few different things in the news today.
well, especially because
But we'll see.
QuakeCon is 1 month before Gamescom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still expecting
Yeah,
to
they
hear
probably
all the big news
hold
during
on
that.
to it.
And we'll most likely have
Right.
a 0.5 episode during that time.
Well, I'm hoping that we have some Doom fans in our listenership and things like that, and we'll see.
That's a game I need to play
we'll
more.
talk about it next Thursday. Doom, yeah. I just wish I didn't get motion sick when I played it. It's like one of those rare games. It's only every once in a while, but every once in a while you run into a game like that, and
It's just the frame rate didn't sit well with you.
yeah, I guess
I wonder
not.
if you could change your refresh rate on your monitor, and that might fix that problem.
Well, it would be my television.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
is that
So you
possible?
can't do that. It
Okay.
might be. I had to look it up. I think
I didn't
you
know
can.
if there's. Why don't you look it up? And because I would love to get back into it. I did really enjoy it. What I did play of it before it made me violently nauseous. So
Yeah, that's not good. I enjoyed
No,
it. I enjoyed
no,
it very much
it's a
when I,
bummer.
when I played it, but I've been too stuck on Fallout 76 and Skyrim.
it was just like it was such a throwback to my youth, and we talked about this on the previous show.
Yeah.
It was such a throwback to my youth because back in the day it was Wolfenstein, then it was Doom, and I remember. I don't know if he listens to this show. I got a good friend of mine. I'm still friends with him on Facebook, but I've known him since I was 4 and he was 2 years old. And one of our favorite games to play was Doom, and we would just play it for like days at a time, trying to beat it. It was
Quake
a lot
and
of fun.
Doom, the OGs of the first-person shooter arena.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
First-person shooter
Speaking
arenas
of
are still my
arena-
favorite first-person shooters.
Well, speaking of an arena, that's in the news too. We got some news about Doom and an arena coming up later in the show. We'll talk about that. See, it's cliffhanger. That's how you draw
Yeah,
the
leave 'em
audience
hanging.
in, Joe. You see how that works? It's
I'm taking notes somewhere. I got a pen somewhere.
I'm in a mood today.
I can see. Or hear, depending on how you're watching or listening.
Right.
So,
So you want to get in your play and your Fallout
Yeah.
76 stuff?
Fallout 76 was the first game I dove into this week. And, of course, I had to do my fishing dailies. And there's this place called the Quarry X3 in the southern region of the map
Quarry?
that it always
Okay.
sends me to. It's like an old stone quarry filled with a lake. It
Okay,
always sends me
gotcha.
there to go fishing every time. And it's the same thing every time. Because when I zone in, it's at one particular spot. So I walk up to the lake, and there's always going to be 2 Mirelurks. There's going to be, once I kill them, a Mirelurk queen's going to spawn right on cue every single time. Take her out, and I go fishing. Well, the
Is that
Mirelurk
all?
queens...
Holy cow.
Yeah, I know, right? Mirelurk queens, they have these little hatchlings that come out when they're fighting you.
Right.
I took this one out pretty quick this time using my heavy machine gun that I've been in love with.
Oh, nice.
I took her out pretty quick, so I went to go fishing, and I caught 2 fish, and suddenly I started getting attacked. I couldn't find what the heck
By what?
what it was. And I looked down, there's a little tiny hatchling gnawing at my ankles. Reach down, pop it, take it out, go back to fishing, catch 1 fish, and suddenly I'm getting attacked again. It was another freaking hatchling.
There's a mission in Fallout 4. You get to a certain point in the Minuteman quest line, and they're like, okay, it's time to recapture the castle. The castle is Fort Sumter. You basically have to go over there, and you have to clear it out, and it's all hatchlings. It's the Mirelurk queen shows up, rises up out of the ocean, and it's a son of a bitch. So I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about by the hatchlings. Those things are ridiculous.
And I killed her a long time ago. There's no way she should have been spawning those stupid hatchlings. I looked all over the place. After the first one attacked me, I went and looked everywhere to see if I could kill them all off. Went back to her corpse, nothing.
Right.
Started fishing, get attacked again.
It's probably one just following you around the map on your heels the entire time. Like
right
a
behind me,
cartoon.
just shadowing me behind me
Right.
every time I turn. Ugh.
Yep.
Or she's just, her corpse is popping them out after I gutted her. Because I took her meat.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. I don't know.
It was annoying. And I did catch the ugliest dang fish I've ever seen in the game so far. And I'm trying to remember the name of it. I posted it in
I saw
Discord.
that in the Discord. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And it was
face
one of
only a
the-
mother would love.
Yeah, it was one of those rare ones. The blister fish. So it's a little fat
That
dumpling
sounds
thing.
horrific.
Yeah, with blisters all over its face like eyeballs. Hundreds of them. It's just the ugliest damn thing ever.
Gnarly. That's so gnarly.
But I was so happy to catch it. And right before that, I caught a barg lurker, which is another rare one in that area. 2 fish I never caught yet.
Nice.
And of course, it's Fallout, so they have to be ugly as sin.
Well, yeah, that's how that works.
So I decided to go and start another quest I haven't seen before. And I was really hoping it would take me to the new southern region that opened up after I stopped playing the game. So it's an area I haven't been to yet. Turns out I was right. It's the quest for Vault 63. And apparently this quest will take you through the entire southern region. It's all for this one quest line. And it's pretty messed up when I first went into Vault 63. And I think it's buggy because I went full stealth into this vault area where the lid had blown off somehow. That's how I knew where there was a vault. I had to go find the vault lid stuck into the road.
Oh, okay. Oh.
The vault door, what do you want to call it?
Yeah, it's a vault door.
Yeah. So I went full stealth. I took a shot, and it was these, it was like one of the regular mobs. I can't think of the name right now. The zombie-esque ones.
Ghouls?
Yeah, it was another ghoul, type of ghoul. And as soon as I shot it, I had every single ghoul in the entire area on me in full stealth.
Oh.
And normally when I shoot something, if it doesn't kill them right away, which I still need to get an updated sniper rifle because mine's still level 10, and I'm almost 60 now, every single one of them swarmed that room. They saw me instantly, and I had to fight off, I think it was like 10 or 11 of them.
Oh, wow.
Barely survived it. It was not fun. And in the entire area I noticed in the southern region, my stealth is almost useless. Yeah. Especially with this new enemy that they have there. There's a few new enemies there that are actually pretty cool. And one of them, I should take a picture of them. They're called the Lost.
Okay.
And they look like they're completely,
Lost.
They're like ghouls, but completely black charred with glowing eyes. And then if they open their mouth, it looks like there's fire in their mouth. Oh, and they sit there and they're
sounds metal as hell.
Yeah. And what's metal even more is that they're creepy as hell because if you stealth near them, you can hear them talking to themselves. Like Gollum, but way more sinister.
That's
I should have recorded some of the things they were saying. I was getting a little creeped out by it.
That'd be so sweet. I love that kind of stuff.
And there's only one sentient Lost, and he's actually the Vault 63 curator.
Okay.
Not curator, what do they call the main guy?
Overseer.
Overseer, thank you. My brain, I swear.
I got you, man. That's what I'm here for.
He's a Vault 63 Overseer, and he's completely blind, been blind his entire life, and I put a picture of him on our Discord, too. Yeah, they look like ghouls. You have sentient ghouls that are good people and stuff like that, but they're completely charred. Right. Eyes are on fire, mouth is on fire, and they're a pain in the neck. And they have different tiers of the Lost and the heavy gunner. Oof. Every time I shoot them, I get swarmed.
Wow.
And there's this mansion. Okay, after you find out that the vault you went into is actually just a side entrance, and you have to go find the main entrance, which is deep in this territory, and there's this giant storm happening in the middle of this zone. This swirling dark storm, all red, lightning everywhere, lightning striking all around you. You can actually get hit by it. Really wicked, and that place is metal. You would love it. But I was looking up the storm thinking, oh, this is so cool, and I found a flaw. And I was kind of disappointed in Bethesda, because it's kind of a flaw you shouldn't have. So there's this thing called a skybox. And the skybox is what creates the sky element in the sky for you. It's actually a square. And you texture that square that rotates the map. Around the map, that creates your sky.
Gotcha.
And you can layer it with clouds and things like that. But the skybox in the storm, you can see a clear line where the two mesh textures don't match.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and it's very, very visible. I took a picture of that on our Discord, too, and it was just...
I did see that picture. That was
Why?
Red sky.
That's just something you don't do in a game like that. You just don't mess up textures like that.
I thought I heard once that there was a company whose whole purpose was to provide skies for games. To make them look, is that true? To make them look like they're way out there and a friggin' sky. Yeah, well, we actually had skybox artists, and their whole job was just a skybox, because that can change depending on where you're at in the game. Right. Yeah, any outdoor environment has a skybox, and it is a cube, so it's very amusing. So you're not in a globe. It's easier for the engine to process a cube than it is a circular environment. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it takes a lot less framework, a lot less memory on the game just to have a skybox, a square one rotating. So
really just got to make sure you dress it up enough that it doesn't look like a box.
Yeah. Vast majority of the games, people would never know that it was a cube turning around up above them.
Right.
And it's easy enough to change the texture and have the textures morph depending on weather pattern.
Right.
So they had a little minor problem in that. I think it's because that's the stationary texture that just stays there. They went all out creepy in this quest line. I think it's amazing. I think it's fantastic. Because you have to go up to a mansion in the middle that's right below the eye of this storm, and the ground's completely messed up, like a huge earthquake hit. So the road leading up to it's all broken up, and you got the Lost talking to themselves, roaming around it, and lightning striking around this mansion, and it's all red and dark and glowy, and it's badass.
That's awesome.
walk in that front door stealth, take my sniper rifle out, take a shot on one of the Lost in there, and I'm in this giant staged fight with 20 or 30 Lost coming out in waves at me and a boss. And being a stealth fighter, that does not work for me. It was a really tough fight. If I didn't have my machine guns, I would have been toast. I got one shot with my sniper rifle. That was it. The rest was machine gun fire. And my shotgun. Wow. I survived it, though. And I made it down to talk to the Overseer and started that quest line. But there's also these other enemies I found in this new zone. They have these giant red turkeys with spikes. Like, giant, I mean, they're your height.
Okay,
and they
giant
have
turkeys with spikes.
Yeah, and they have those dew claws you find in velociraptors. I'll put that up on the video. Like, you see, like, they would, on Jurassic Park, tapping with that claw.
Yeah.
They have those with, like, 4 or 5 of them on each foot. And they're nasty-looking things, and they're dumb as a turkey.
Okay.
They call them alpha thrashers.
All right, can we get a what's the artist that would handle that? Well, the character design artist or something. I need to get one of these guys on here, and I need to know,
what are you thinking?
Are they dropping acid? Are they just like smoking some ganja and, you know, let's see what crazy stuff we can come up with?
I've heard them called different things.
You know,
NPC design artists, character artists, mob artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, that's, I mean,
yeah,
you
it would
have
be great
to
to get one of them on here.
Work at Bethesda to begin with. Like, you have to have like a certain, especially if you're working on Fallout.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't imagine just being an artist and a designer on a Fallout game, because you have to think of everything as if a post-apocalyptic. I wonder if it gets into your psyche so much that when you're walking around just town, you're thinking about, what would this look like if a nuclear bomb hit 80 years ago?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that's got to be something that they deal with, especially environment designers and stuff like that. Like,
I know for a fact, when you're working on a game, you get so immersed that it does start to bleed into your real life at times.
Right. You leave the office, you're like, is this even real?
It happens, man.
Well, where am I?
The game trip. It happens. It's amusing. And there was another enemy I forgot to put down. Another really weird one that I found. And they have like these lost rats. So they're all charred up rats, giant rats. A lot of really cool crap.
Oh, wow.
And I'm still trying to find a new sniper rifle. And I wish I could go in my other character I had, my level 90-something one, and take his sniper rifle and put in my new character. But I can't. Because that sniper rifle is completely badass. It would make me invincible almost. Doing a quest where I had to find 3 clues. Oh, I remember this quest. Of dead surviving members. It was like a side quest. I talked to this ranger guy who was crying and hiding as his team was going to investigate the storm. Wound up getting jumped by the Lost and getting all spread out, and he wanted me to go find his cohorts and see what happened to him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That rarely ends well in a Bethesda game.
Oh yeah. There's a little bug I ran into. So you have to do a perception check every time you find one of the spots to see if you can discover more. And it kept getting delayed. So I'd open it up, it would delay 5 or 6 seconds before it would finally go away. The last one I did, it delayed for 20 seconds, and I was being attacked. And I couldn't do anything. I was panicking and hitting escape, delete, anything I could to get out of that screen. I had about 15 hit points when it finally let me play again, and I barely survived it. I had to run and just start gunning. It was crazy. But that kind of bug is annoying. And I was sitting there injecting myself like crazy trying to heal up.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that quest line. It's kind of a messed up story. But I guess the Overseer's daughter, her lover, this other lady, before the bombs hit, and her dad's this kind of, the Overseer is this evil, like, philanthropist, basically buying up all the land in this park. Yeah. And kicking everybody out and making false promises, blah, blah, blah.
I think that's the opposite of
the evil kind.
Gotcha.
And her lover, I guess, her dad ordered her to be killed right before the bombs hit. And when the bombs hit, saved her life as she was getting ready to be killed by an assassin. And you wind up having you promise his daughter, like, yeah, okay, I'll go talk to her, because she turns out she's alive and she's leader of a cult. A Mothman cult, of all things, by the way. Mothman.
Wow.
That's something.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
You get this diary from the dad saying, okay, if you can talk her into giving herself up and we'll let bygones be bygones, you can put on disguise, you can walk through this cavern, and when you go talk to her, you give her the book thinking, oh, good, I'm going to save her. I don't have to kill her, because you got an option to kill her, too. Then when she opens the book, it sprays poison in her face and kills her. So no matter what you do, you cannot save this lady's life.
That is a bummer.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that's Fallout. That's a Fallout quest line. Yeah.
Yeah. But so far, I'm having a blast with it. I got a legendary, unique weapon called Ticket to Revenge. and it's a
Okay.
railroad spike shooter.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, and every time you reload, it sounds like a train whistle. It's got like this train
That's
sound engines as you're holding it and steam coming out. It's pretty
That's so
badass.
great.
Yeah, that was my Fallout experience so far. I'm still working on the southern area, and hopefully I'll finish up Fallout or Vault 63 in the near future because it's been very, very fascinating.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I jumped into Skyrim too, of course. Played a lot of that. Still working on Bard's College. The dungeons for that, there's 2 dungeons that King Gath created for this, custom dungeons.
Yeah.
And I discovered that they are flipping massive. They're the longest dungeon I've played in Skyrim. And the first one I think took an hour plus to get out, to finish it. And when I thought I was done with it, this lady that you work with, Helvanna, comes like, hey, can you come help me with this? And you have to go back into the dang dungeon and find this platform. And it took me forever to realize I had to use one of those special shouts again to get the platform revealed. Anyway, pain in the neck. And I could not wait to get out of there. She wants to be able to use the Thum. That's her whole thing. She can't shout. And she was being trained by the professor that's now like your teacher.
Right.
But she could never learn to shout. She couldn't use the Thum. And she thinks that there's a way you can do it inside the cave. That's as far as I'm going to mention that. A lot of their little plot twists and turns like usual and expected. And the voice acting still wonderful. But the dungeons, puzzles, no. I'm going to get in that in a little bit.
Okay.
So I had way too much stuff on me.
Tension.
Yeah, I finished the first dungeon, and I had way too much junk on me I'm going to get rid of. So I went to find a house. I was thinking about either buying one of the houses in one of the towns that I was able to do so. But then I remembered that I have a quest to go talk to a warrior who wants to give me their house. It's one of the DLC mods that comes with the Anniversary Edition.
Okay.
And it's called Hendraheim. Anyway, I actually did a full tour of the house on a video and I put it up on our Discord. Yeah, this house is just completely badass. It's a Viking longhouse.
It looks sweet.
Yeah, it's like a Viking warrior helm. And you go talk to this lady and she goes, okay, walks over and then starts attacking you. And you kill her and you grab the key and a note basically saying she wanted to leave the house to a notable warrior.
Okay.
So a quick little boss fight and the house is yours. And it's extremely well decorated, so I don't have to mess with that, which makes me happy. It has all the crafting tables, all the crafting you want in the entire house already there. Food, the kitchen, everything. But what's really cool about it is all the displays that are available in this house. They have sword racks, weapon racks, mannequins all over the place. But in the basement, you have actual specific racks to put all your collectibles. All the different bugs in the jar, the claws that you get, like the ruby claw and all them. There's a specific spot for every collectible in the basement, including all the named weapons and armor.
That might actually make me go after all those little pink crystals.
Yeah, and there's other collectibles I didn't know were in the game, but apparently it's part of some mods in the Anniversary Edition, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now I want to get all the collectibles. I want to fill up that basement. The only one I've got so far was Molag Bal's mace. Well, I have the other one, the other sword, but I'm using it, so I'm not going to put it in there yet.
Dawnbreaker?
Yep. But that house is pretty awesome. If you have the Anniversary Edition, if you don't have it, get it. If you want to get back into Skyrim, get the Anniversary Edition. It's worth it. All the mods in there so far have been amazing. And then when you're at it, get Bard's College too. Definitely. And the other one I always forget the name of. I haven't played it yet, which that's what I was going to do.
East Empire Expansion.
Yeah, the East Empire Expansion. I was going to start that today or yesterday, and I completely forgot. I was too busy with Bard's College. Oh, but in the house, there's a display case. The only one you can't put anything into. And it has Narsil in there, all broken from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, really?
The little Easter egg. You can't take it out. You can't do anything with it. It's just there. Oh, that's right.
You put that I saw that in the Discord. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I was checking out this house in detail, and I found that on the right side display. I was like, okay, that's pretty badass. And I completely forgot how annoying dragons are in the game. They like to show up whenever you're trying to get something done and ruining it, because usually the NPC you're going after is running away in fear.
Right.
And I'm up to Blood Dragon difficulty now. So those who don't know,
the first time I came across Blood Dragons.
Yeah. If you don't know, in Skyrim, the stronger you get, the stronger the dragons get. They start getting different tiers. And Blood Dragon, I think, is the second or third tier up from the basic dragon.
I think it's I want to say third. I think it's third.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Reserves.
I can take them out, but it takes more arrows, more effort. My horse is just badass. He's my tank. The Dark Brotherhood horse.
Yeah. I just remember coming out as vaguely. It's been so many years since I played Skyrim all the way through, but it was snow elf ruins. It was a frozen river. It was a bunch of snow. It was in the north. I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was the first time I ran into this one particular type of dragon. It's a mean son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah,
Took
one of
me
the final tier ones?
forever to take him out. Yeah. Yeah, they get pretty mean.
I played Skyrim so much back in the day that I had my two-handed warrior, my first character I ever played. It wasn't stealth. It was not a stealth archer. He was a two-hander, heavy armor. I can one-shot the highest tier dragon with that character.
I applaud you for that. I applaud you for the restraint. Because every time I'm like, I'm gonna get the dwarven armor, and I'm gonna upgrade his weapon. It's gonna be badass. And then all of a sudden, you know, like 40 hours later, I am wearing nightingale armor.
Yeah.
Got like a top tier bow, and
I'm wearing the Dark Brotherhood armor with Cicero's shirt.
oh, right on.
Man, it's pretty badass. And there's the Grey Foss mask I got. That thing's really, really cool with one major flaw in that mask. And that is guards will attack you on sight, no matter where you're at. So you can't go into any town wearing that helmet or that mask. You're going to get shot or killed.
Gray Fox?
Yeah. One of the superhero...
mod something. Or...
Yeah, but it's like a superhero throughout Elder Scrolls lore. Let me see if I can... I think it's the Grey Fox. The Grey Fox. Yeah, the Grey Fox. It was first introduced in Oblivion.
Oh, okay.
And it was originally the Guildmaster of the Thieves Guild. But they added it into
that makes sense.
Yeah, they put it back in the game as one of the mods in Skyrim. A lot of fun.
Gotcha.
I did that full quest and got the mask, but not worth it because you get attacked. Oh, I got to give Keengas some credit. I was laughing pretty hard at one of the chat options I had with Helvena. Okay. One of the options it said was, yes, you are stupid. Now let's go before we waste any more of my time. That's when she was coming in asking if this is dumb to want to do this. One of your options, yeah, you are stupid. Let's go. I wanted to use that so bad.
Let's just get it over with at this point.
Yeah, but I like Helvena. Actually, she's growing on me a lot. She's a really good follower. Still, I mean, I have a strong enough stealth now where she can charge in and they still won't see me. I even had a point where I had an enemy. I shot him once with an arrow. They came running looking for me because they were pretty close when I shot them. And they were sitting on top of me. I could look up and see them. Huh? Where are you? Where are you? And I'm sitting there shooting them. Still didn't see me the entire time and he died.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah. Took an arrow to the knee. So it's survivable now with her. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you get I've mentioned in the show before, you get something called Bardic Inspiration in the Bard's College.
Yeah, you're mentioning that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mentioned the board that had this one option to level up your companion, right? I was a dumbass and didn't realize that there's a lot more like crystals all over this board that are all different perks. Oh. So I just went up to it and clicked on it, and that's what it gave me, and I didn't think about it. But I hovered over my mouse over these gems, and hey, more perks. Actually useful ones, all shout-based mostly. You got left side, which is shout-based, the right side, which is for bard, basically. Playing music and stuff like that. Getting more gold while you play in crowds and stuff like that. But there's a few major problems with this perk setup, and I hope Keengas listening. For one, you can't go to the next one over and see what it is. It's hidden from you until you unlock it, or until you unlock the one prior to it. And if you click on a perk, just to like say you want to read what it is, there's only one option, and that's to pay for the perk. You cannot escape out. You cannot hit delete. You cannot leave it until you pay for the perk. I wasted 3 Bardic Inspiration on something I did not want because of that, and there's no way to return it. Right. So you can't plan ahead and see which ones, and it's not a very clear path on the path you got to take. Because a lot of them say you have to get the next one, you have to unlock the previous one before you can unlock this one. Which one's the previous one? And after a lot of trial and error, I figured out the path. And those perks are actually really, really cool. And they're really useful, especially for shouts. And eventually I'll be able to actually be useful with chance.
That's crazy, because even in the skill tree in the vanilla game, you can look ahead towards what you're...
As much as as awesome as the Bard's College is, and as great of a job as they did, that perk board is pretty poorly designed and needs to be rethought. So my only complaint with this, other than the chance, is that, and I keep unlocking new goodies with this quest and the Bard's College. It's really cool. And one of the things that's one of my favorite things about Skyrim all time is one of the silliest little things, but it's when you go into kill cam. After you do a long shot with your bow, you get that kill cam and it puts the arrow right between the eyes. And if you shoot them when they're on a bridge or on a cliff, watching them just fall off that cliff it's just
ragdoll off the bridge. Yeah,
it's the best feeling. I'm a hero at that point. I'm done.
It's fun.
I'm the best archer ever. Okay, and so I can continue on the storyline and got to go to the second dungeon, which is a new island that they put in the game for this expansion. And this dungeon is even bigger than the first one, and the puzzles suck. I'm sorry, King Gas, but some of your puzzles in this thing freaking suck. It's been taking me forever to figure it out, and there's no hints. They don't give you hints. You got to just trial and error the crap out of it. And there's this one point, excuse my language, I got so fucking frustrated. I just opened up command, which is your little squiggly line next to 1, and typed in TCL. That turns clipping off. And I walked through the fucking door. Turned it back on and continued on. Because the way to get to the door was you had to use a freaking chant. So the chaining up the 3 different shouts. I tried for 40 minutes. I couldn't do it. No matter what I did, I just couldn't do it.
Oh, wow.
I was ready to just give up on Bard's College altogether, or I was going to fucking cheat. So I cheated. I knew exactly what door I was going to go through, because I got it to open up. I just couldn't get through it. Because you have to combine, like, Fusroda plus your whirlwind shout, so you can go really fast. And you got to do it all in succession. And I said, screw that noise. And I just hit TLC and went right through. Or TCL. Turned off. And you got to be careful when you turn off clipping, that there's not a ledge or a drop off underneath where you're going to go to, because you're going to fall through it.
Oh, I did not know that.
You got to be careful, because if there's any kind of drop underneath you, you go through it. Now, there's specific code in the engine that says this is a floor, which prevents you from falling through, even if you turn clipping off. With clipping, you could actually fly if you hit space in time. But yeah, it will recognize a shelf as just an object, so you'll just go right through it and fall to your death. Because I had that incident where I wasn't thinking about it, that I was on a ledge right there, and I didn't realize that my feet were going through the ground when I turned clipping back on. So I went right through the floor and plummeted nearly to my death.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there's your PSA for the week, kids.
So I had to use it twice so far. I'm not done with this dungeon yet. Hour and a half in, I am not done with it.
Wow.
I was working on that dungeon all the way to the point about 30 minutes before we had to get ready to record.
Man.
Yeah, it was bad. But one of the cool things is that you do wind up getting for the Bard's College, you get a follower who can use shouts. Mind you,
well, that's cool.
She can only use basic ones, like the first word of the shouts, but she can use shouts. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I'm still working on Chillwater Hollow. I just had to cheat through 2 doors to get past the whole chant garbage.
Hey, I ain't going to judge you for cheating, so.
Normally, I would never cheat on something I haven't done before, but chants just drive me insane. I can't deal with them, so. It's going to get better. I'm working on the Bardic Inspiration board to make it easier, to get more time in between setting them and all that good stuff. So eventually I'll use chants, but right now,
I will say you might want to check out the King Gath forum on their website, because that may have some hints as far as that Bardic Inspiration board is concerned, the crystals or whatever. There might be some in there. So people
that's great.
Seem to be pretty active on it.
But they need to actually make it easier in game for fools like me who are not going to go to their forums. I'm just saying.
Just a suggestion, dude.
It's my suggestion. I mean, it's just my opinion that that's very poorly designed. And it's the only thing I've seen from them that's badly designed. Everything else has been great. Like, it's Bethesda quality great. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's it, man. That's my complaint and my fun time.
That sounds like a party.
That was great.
I was in Starfield this week.
Which is good.
So I did Sarah's missions and rescued Sona. Have you ever left her there?
No.
I can't bring myself to do it.
I don't think I have. Even doing my bad playthrough, no.
You couldn't do it. Yeah. Because you have the option to just leave her there. But, no, I got her. Got her back to the lodge. I decided to go and do the Crucible. And I always get nervous when I start that quest line. And it's usually in the very beginning. You get a quest marker to go speak to Franklin. But when you try to do that, the doors on all the buildings are still closed. So the quest marker is behind a door. You can't get through the door.
Right.
Similar problem to what you just said.
Yeah.
But that went fine. I ran around. I talked to Genghis Khan. I talked to the Egyptian lady. I talked to Wyatt Earp and convinced him not to try to kill me, because it went well for him. I got Andrasia and Dogmeat right there. Like, just relax.
Yeah. She's good for that.
So I went and did the factory, and then I went back, so you got to go back to get the code to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I come back, and there was the confrontation between 3 different groups And this is the first time I've had it where both the Egyptian queen, I can't pronounce her name, and Genghis Khan were both against me. Usually I had the Egyptian queen and Franklin Roosevelt, and I had like usually them, and then it was against Genghis Khan. This was the first time I had this. So big showdown in the middle of their little town. I take everybody out that I have to take out, and I go back and I talk to Franklin. All of a sudden he just starts shooting. All of a sudden just red dots all over the town.
Oops.
I tried this like probably 3 or 4 times, going back and further in saves. I can't explain it. I don't know why it happens, but I end up having to abandon the quest altogether.
Oh, that sucks.
Because I had no way around it. Because you have to talk to Ava, because the whole reason I went there was to get Amelia.
Right.
And you have to talk to Ava, but every time I try to go and talk to Ava, all of a sudden everybody starts shooting. Now, it wasn't until later that I discovered that there might have been something else going on, but I'll get to that. So I went and I found the abandoned Demos ship, the armored Demos transport.
Yes.
That's where I took the video of the guy in the dryer.
Oh yeah, that's great. You got it. Yeah, you had to bring that up. I'm gonna put that on the video. I'm gonna steal it. Put it on the video. Yeah.
That's hilarious. If you're listening to this audio, check our Discord. It's in there. So I went and I did that. Went to see Vlad at the Eye, and here's like, I know Andresia's going to stay behind to help with the different repairs. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not ready for this part, man.
You don't use the Starborn.
So Sarah
this is a new character, isn't it? You haven't gone through Unity yet?
This is new. Yeah, this is new. I haven't gone through Unity with this guy yet.
Oh, yes. You got to deal with that.
I might be doing it soon, to be honest, after that. I went, and of course, Vlad sends you have to go see the Collector, or whatever that guy's name is. The ship is the Scow. Now, I don't remember if this happened before. I don't remember it happening before, but I show up, and you have some speech checks that you can, or persuasion checks with the Scow, and if you pass them, then they'll let you on board, no issue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember having to actually go gun to gun with this ship before.
Really? I have.
Yeah, I think you have. Mm-hmm. I can't remember if I did it or not, but I had to. And I get in there, and then the dude's, right there, right inside the airlock, and I talked him down. So he's like, he let me in. Like, all right, cool. Like, I just shot up your ship, like, but whatever.
Everyone's dead that no big deal.
Yeah. And here's where it gets weird. So I go and talk to the dude, and I get him to take me to see the artifact, right? To look at it. And he takes me back through all those doors, and he's just gabbing. And he gets back to the pedestal where the artifact's at. And all of a sudden, he turns around and pulls his gun. I'm like, well, this is a new development. And then I hear, rah. I turn around, and Dogmeat's just popping off caps at freaking everybody. So I almost wonder if there's something that happened with Dogmeat at the Crucible. Because this was unexpected. Nobody was acting. It was me and Sarah and Dogmeat, and nobody had weapons out, nothing. Oh man, it turns into a bloodbath. So then I pull down the column the rest of the way. I grab the artifact, have to fight my way out. I get a bounty for stealing the artifact.
Really?
Not for killing anybody.
Just for stealing the artifact that no one knows what it is.
Pull the artifact. Yep. UC bounty 500 credits. And then I go through and just smoke everybody on board with no additional money. So I think Dogmeat went off reservations. What happened?
Yeah. That sounds like something pissed him off.
I'm not even thinking about it. I just jumped straight back to Jemison with attempting to go to the lodge. Of course, I have a bounty. I get to meet Commander Conde. He's like, yep. I'm like, all right, well, I didn't even think about it at the time. I was just like, yeah, I'll just pay my bounty and whatever, and then be done. And then, nope. Started the Crimson Fleet quest line.
Yep. I pull you in for that. I was going to ask if that happened.
It was funny though, because I get done talking to the guy, and then, they're talking shit at you and everything like that, and you're a criminal, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, dude, I could roast this whole floor by myself. And I get up from the chair and I turn around, and Dogmeat's right there behind me. I'm like, oh. What were you going to do? You weren't going to do nothing. You weren't going to do nothing. So I do finally get to the lodge, and of course, the hunter's there. Yep. I tried to I was like, I'm going to go to the Eye. I'm going to save Andresia, because I knew Andresia was in trouble at this point. And I'm like, I'm going to go to the Eye. And then Sarah's like, please don't leave. I'm worried what will happen if you're not here. And I'm like,
yeah, someone's going to die. Peace. I'll go save my boo.
Yeah, someone's going to die. Right. Yeah, see, I did. And I ended up staying at the Eye. I knew what was going to happen. There's just no way around it.
How could you let her die?
I know. It's on the Discord if anybody wants to mourn with me. And then you do the escape from the lodge, right? So you have to run into the well and then up to the main ground, whatever. Then that's where I saw that. I also posted this in the Discord, an Aventech logo. Aventech, friend of the show, Bryn, of course, is in our Discord. He's on our show. Yeah, one of the logo from his ship part mod was just on the wall randomly in the well, and I tagged him in it. And he was like, "How did that get there?" Like, he doesn't even know how it ended up. He's like, "I'm gonna have to check the parts for race yards and see what's going on there." So he has no explanation. He's the Aventech guy, but he has no explanation how the logo ended up on the wall, which cracks me up.
I think he put it there and was just playing coy.
You think so? You think he was messing with me? Because I thought that at first too, but then he was like, "No, I'm gonna have to go back and check the mod and actually see how that ended up there." I'm like, I don't know. No, British senses of humor, dry humor. Anyways, so I get through the well. I come up into New Atlantis, the main area of New Atlantis, the starport area, and of course the hunter shows up again, and boom, right there. And I'm having a gunfight with the hunter in his simulacrum or whatever the hell he's supposed to be. And at one point, I'm just gunning people down. Like, I'm aimed right at the hunter, dude. Mark on, man. Pop, pop, pop. And as soon as I pull the trigger, it's like this broad just runs right in front of my gun and then falls over and dies. I'm like, who runs in? But anyways, so of course you see security's on me again. So I finally get to my ship. I take off. I'm like, all right, I'll worry about that later. I just need to get to the eye. I take off. I hit orbit. Duh. Of course, the minute you show up in orbit, every UC ship. I mean, I had a Galbank ship was the first one I noticed that was attacking me, and then an SSNN sloop. That's not even a real ship.
Yeah,
that one started attacking a trade merchant and every UC vessel that was in orbit. And I'm like, shit, dude, I can't. I don't want to do this right now. Like, I don't want to turn around and attack them, because if I turn around and attack them personally, like, then I'm worried about my followers getting pissed off at me. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
And then leaving them.
I'm like, yeah. So I just book it. Like, I full tilt boost. I got the Aventech engines. I'm doing like 300 across. I mean, 900 when I hit the boost. Trying to fly away from these guys towards the eye, waiting for the engagement to break. You get a certain distance away, the combat breaks off. Nah, there's like 8 other ships of mine that were back there just handing the UC their own asses nonstop. Oh my God, man. It was a bloodbath. It was absolutely horrible.
You had a series of unfortunate events this entire time, didn't you?
They were I'm telling you. Yeah. I mean, they were just murking every ship back there, and I'm just watching the bounty count go up 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, 15,000. Like, just, I mean, yeah.
You won $15.6 million credits.
Yeah, King Gath, you're I mean, effective. I can't wait to try them actually in the Crimson Fleet fight at the end. I think it's going to be a wash.
Cakewalk, yeah.
Oh, nothing. It'll be nothing. But yeah, so I ended up loading past save. This time when I got out of the well, I just ran to my ship instead of actually fighting him. And then I get to the eye, and of course,
I don't know if you can kill him during that time or not.
You don't kill him. You just make him disappear.
I know I went after him a few times, but
he doesn't actually die.
Right.
He just disappears.
Well, that would ruin the story later on.
Right. So he just keeps popping back up. So of course I'm back on the eye, and you have to go. You help all the crew, and you have to use the wrenches and use the welder and blah blah blah. Start fixing up stuff and whatever.
You had to become a grease
sitting there.
monkey.
I went and I paid my and I went and I paid my respects to Alex Hay, and I came back out, and Sarah's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you." I'm like, "All right." And she's like, "So Paradiso, my mother, Sona, and my old mentor." I'm like, "Dude, Andresia just died. Like, we're talking like not even an hour ago. Like, it just happened. Time. Like, you want to pump the brakes, lady." It was just so funny, the timing. It was like right after she died. Like, we haven't even gone back down to the lodge to do the memorial yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Sarah's like, "All right, so for the wedding," I'm like, "Relax."
Well, now that she's out of the way.
Right. No, yeah, that bitch is out of. Yeah. Next is going to be Stardock, though. I want to go back and see, because I'm so far along in the main quest line, go see if anything's progressed with Torin, or what the situation is there, if I have to do more Watchtower stuff.
Right.
That was it. That was my week.
Dude, you had an eventful week. You had a week that resembles mine. My normal week.
It was some similarities in there. Yeah.
Yeah, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen. Anything bad,
Rubbing
it
off
will.
on me.
When I drive Uber
Right.
at night, it's every red light. It's just one of those things. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen every time.
Let's get into this news.
So let's get in the news a little bit. There is quite a bit here. I'm going to kind of circle back here. A few things that have come out during QuakeCon, and of course, there's some other new rumors floating around. This one I don't mind talking about because it just makes sense. Creation's coming to Fallout. If you play off Fallout, you know that Creation Club is the platform they use for their mods. Actual creations, as it is in Skyrim currently, as it is in Starfield.
So they're unifying
coming to Fallout. Yeah. Yep. They're making things uniform. A lot of other news coming out of QuakeCon. Update 2 release for Doom: The Dark Ages. There's also a game from the 90s. Me and Wigit were talking about this off the air.
Oh, yeah.
Heretic and Hexen, which
Such
is
good
an
games.
old id Software game from the yep. And I watched the trailer and it looks fun. It looks like a blast.
The graphics are dated because it came back out in the 90s, but it is so
of
worth
course,
it.
but
And it's a
it
first-person
looks so
shooter with
good.
magic. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, can you go wrong? Can't go wrong.
Nah. I still
good
have them on
stuff.
Steam, and they're worth it.
That's awesome. A lot of things actually are on Steam right now, so are on sale for QuakeCon right now. So definitely check that out. I didn't get a list, but definitely check that out if you're looking for. I know Fallout's on there. I know Prey is another one that's on sale right now. There's a few different ones, so definitely check that out. Elder Scrolls Online is free during QuakeCon. Of course, if you have Game Pass, you can play Elder Scrolls Online on Game Pass, but right now across all platforms, it is free to try during QuakeCon.
And there's no subscription required to play Elder Scrolls Online. They do have one you can opt into, but it gives you crowns and little XP scrolls, things like that, just to help you along the way. And I can't play Elder Scrolls Online without getting that subscription. I can't do it. Because the crown store is my addiction.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, if people like it, they can try it. And if they like it, they can pour some money into it. QuakeCon, of course, as we record, started yesterday, and it's going to continue through Sunday. So there might be more news to come. I'm going to skip those last two because I want to get to our main topic. So patch 1.15222, which was on Steam beta, is now live as of the 5th of August. If you look at the patch notes, it's basically like
Minor fixes, little
bug
things.
fixes, minor mechanics, this, that, and the other. And then the download size was almost 17 gig, which is obscene. If you've been listening to us for a while, you know.
That's upload. That's a hidden upload. They're getting ready to release a major update, and they're sneaking in the extras that they need to do.
Yeah, and one of the things that people have been zeroing in on with this update, which is super interesting, is a new feature called Cruise. This is from the data miners, a lot of different scripts and files referring to a cruise, which is believed to be a new form of interplanetary transport.
A lot of the script actually points to a mode. So I think cruise mode is a safe way to say it, and I think you're right. Well, I've read all the articles on this too earlier, and they're basically pointing it to like other games that use this type of cruise mode, other space games that let you in real time travel to planet to planet to planet in the same star system. And that's been a big complaint about Starfield, is having to load every single planet. People want to get more immersed into it and actually travel.
Right. They want to feel like they're actually traveling through space, and I absolutely get that. And I think it would be cool. Like, I mean, there's got to be some cool stuff that you're able to do with that. Sorry, my computer is revolting against me right now.
Well, No Man's Sky. That's what you do. There's no
Man's
fast
Sky.
travel.
Yep.
You travel planet to planet to planet, going into this different type, like a hyperdrive, and it does feel more immersive.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, it does. I'm still waiting on the ability to actually land yourself onto the planets.
Dude, I just want to be able to just fly in the atmosphere. Pick up the ship and just like low altitude, just cruise.
So good. I would be exploring
so fun.
way more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there's a couple other things that kind of come along with this. Of course, it's been talked about recently that we're probably not going to see a PS5 port until the spring, and along with it, the new DLC.
That's a lot of conjecture.
I don't know.
I haven't seen anything concrete.
I haven't seen anything concrete either. It's just really been a lot of people just saying, well, we don't think it's going to come till spring. Literally every article that I read. So take that with a grain of salt.
Haven't they learned what Bethesda is lately? It's probably already done. They're probably just going to release it next month.
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way,
Yeah, that'd
Starborn.
be fun. Games. Yeah, here's Starborn. No, you said it was going to be in the spring. I mean, you can wait till spring if you want, but we'll just put it out right now.
Hey, look, guys! Look at this cool trailer for Starborn that ends. Oh, by the way, you can now download it.
Oh man, I'd like to see what this new cruise. But like, okay, so other than like No Man's Sky, I can't really think of a game that I've played a lot of that has like a cruise mode.
There's been a couple. I looked at one article that did mention a few of them that do that kind of thing, and one of them specifically does call it a cruise mode. I don't remember which game it was, though.
Okay. I mean, is there a possibility for more like random encounter content in there, or
that's just the name. We don't know what it's going to be, but if that's what it is, and that's the only major thing coming, major change coming with the new expansion, I'm gonna be disappointed because I still want my space station.
Yes,
I still want
absolutely. Gotta have space stations, man.
And if
it looks like a big rework, and
yeah,
let me go ahead.
There's quite a few things that we've been asking for quite a while, and I think we'll get eventually. Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. And, keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out. You'll hear it from us if we find anything or if we see anything, because 17 gigs, man, that's a lot. That's a lot just for a few bug fixes. And I love that. I saw that all over yesterday. All over Facebook, all over Reddit. People are like, what is this? What is this new update? And people are like, oh, it's just these things here. I'm like, except the dude said that it was like 16.82 gigabytes. Like, think that's all there is?
Yeah, it's stuff that's not going to be released yet. They're just preloading.
Yeah, they're getting it ready. Anytime you see a big thing like that and the patch notes aren't nothing, that's usually what it is. They're prepping. Mm-hmm. We saw that a lot right before Shattered Space dropped. That's a common thing that they do.
They've actually been doing that for the last year. They've been preloading. I've noticed a lot of, we've had very few updates the last, since the release of Shattered Space?
Yeah. It got down to the point where
every update we've gotten, though, has been a lot bigger than it should have been.
Yeah.
And this one's just significantly bigger.
Yeah, it was a lot bigger. It gets me excited. Well, let's see what's coming.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Gamescom next month. I think that's going to be an exciting time for Bethesda fans.
It's going to be the big one. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm banking on it.
Absolutely. You can take that to the bank.
I think that's going to be the time where my whole game pattern is going to change. I'm going to be back into Starfield. I'm going to be playing Elder Scrolls 6 in the near future. I hope.
Right. Oh man.
God, I want Elder Scrolls 6.
Well, I've been playing Starfield for a while. So if you switch back to Starfield, then I will graciously switch to another game.
Yeah. Just graciously. You can always play another game.
Graciously.
Like, I'm playing 2 every week.
I know. Well, I got the 1. That's what I got time for, and I know that we have. If anybody's wondering, because you got people that just run their mouths, but if anybody's listening or has been listening for a while, a lot of our listener base came over from a Starfield centric show. So I like to keep Starfield in there because I love the game and it makes our listeners happy.
I still love the game, but I'm
just
having so much fun playing 76 in Skyrim right now. So much fun.
Hey, man. Whatever blows your hair back, it's a Bethesda show. Speaking of our listeners and Bethesda shows, do you want to share some of our comments? Do we got some comments, some reviews, or anything like that this week?
We got a few comments in our last video.
Okay.
People saying amazing show, awesome show, and King Fan Man said thank you for allowing me to be on as a guest. I enjoyed it so much. It was a blast having him.
Oh yeah, thank you, King, for gracing us with your presence. It was a lot of fun having you on the show.
Yeah. So thanks to Timmer72299, Nixter 3002 for your comments, guys. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe, commenting, giving us those 5-star reviews on YouTube. Not YouTube. Well, YouTube is a like and subscribing thing, but iTunes and Spotify is a giant help for us, and we really appreciate those. That lets the algorithm say, "Here, you guys might like this." And that's going to pretty much wrap up the show tonight.
Yeah, I guess that's all I got. We had a full show.
If you guys are listening on the audio. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I've been working on this week behind the scenes. We're going to make it so that we start putting more links and more info into our episode descriptions and our YouTube descriptions are the cards under the videos. Bear with me. It's a learning process for me. But I am working on that. So pretty soon you'll be able to, if we talk about something in the show, you'll be able to go down in the cards and get the link, and then you'd be good to go. So just a little BTS for you guys.
I'm still working on the video editing side of things, and I had a lot of fun with it this last week, and put a lot in there. So I apologize for my quirky sense of humor. It just comes out.
I haven't seen any complaints yet, so.
If you guys are listening to the audio version, you're going to get all our details right now. To show your support for this show, follow us on YouTube or your podcatcher of choice. For instance, iTunes and Spotify. Be sure to subscribe, rate, comment, and review. It helps us immensely, and it helps us to be noticed by others who might enjoy this podcast and Bethesda fans.
All of our contact info and socials can be found on our Linktree at Linktr.ee/wyrdkhaosmedia. That's weird, WYRD, chaos with a K, media.
Bethesda Unpatched is a Weird Chaos Media production.
Your hosts are Joe the Widget Wilson and Michael Kilo Litwin.
Produced, directed, and edited by Joe the Widget Wilson.
Social media manager, Michael Kilo Litwin.
Opening theme and outro by Joe the Widget Wilson.
Network logo and podcast artwork by Metal.
Bethesda Unpatched drops every Friday evening on YouTube with a live premiere, as well as anywhere you get your podcasts. The audio version premieres in the morning every Friday, with the YouTube version every Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. And that's it for tonight's episode. This has been episode number 9. Can't wait for 10 next week. I am Joe the Widget. And have an amazing week out in the Bethesdaverse, everybody.
Peace out.